6 signs that you will become a successful entrepreneur. They say success leaves clues, and those 6 signs should be a clue of whether you will become a successful entrepreneur or not. So check yourself amongst these 6 signs and see what qualities you have and which ones you need to improve in your own life. Number 1 quality, if you have this quality, then there's a big chance that you'll become successful. You do not let fear stop you from acting. You do not let fear stop you from doing what you know is right for you. So if you are an entrepreneur and fear stops you, then you might not become a successful entrepreneur. There's a big chance that you will not become a successful entrepreneur. You need to not let fear stop you. And fear comes in a lot of ways. Fear can come with fear of rejection. Fear can come with fear of success. There's some people that are afraid of success because they know if for them to attain success, they will have to change in one way or another. Fear can come with fear of criticism, fear of judgment, fear of success, fear of failure also. That's also a fear. If you let fear of failure stop you from going forward, then you will not become successful because you will stop at that point where you fear failing. Fear of separation also. Every entrepreneur should not have the fear of separation. Once you start a company, you will have to become separated from the rest of the people. You will have to do something that's different from everyone else. So do not become fearful of separating yourself from other people. Fear of not being able to make a living. That's another fear, where you are fearful that if you leave your company or if you leave where it's safe for you, then you will not become, you will not have a living or you will not be able to make a living, Even if you have that fear, you have to act regardless of the fear. And that's what's going to make you more successful. Fear of rejection also. How are you in terms of people rejecting you? Do you feel like if people reject you, then you will not go forward? Does the fear of rejection stop you from basically acting? If you let fear stop you, then you will not become successful. Remember, fear is creating negative results before you actually experience those negative things, So instead of fear, why don't you choose hope? Instead of fear, why don't you choose faith? Because fear is basically creating these negative outcomes before you actually experience them yourself, So this is one thing that will determine if you will become a successful entrepreneur, not letting fear stop you from acting the way you want to act, So the second thing or the second sign that you will become a successful entrepreneur is if you are able to motivate or inspire other people, Are you able to motivate someone else to act as a leader or to take leadership roles? Are you able to inspire or motivate someone else to do something even when they feel like they're not able to do it, So at work right now, if you're working, or at school right now, if you're at school, are you able to help someone or motivate someone to act different to what feels more natural to them, So that quality to inspire people to do something or to motivate other people to do something will help you become a leader in your own field. Because being a leader, sometimes you might not be in the front, Sometimes as a person who's an entrepreneur, you might not be a leader. You might be someone that's basically having an idea, but you want other leaders to basically work on that idea. You are a leader, but you also follow some of the aspects. You also help, or you also are able to basically take advice from other people. You're able to follow other people who have more expertise than you. So being a leader being an entrepreneur doesn't always mean that you will always be leading or you always take a leadership position. Sometimes you might even have to take a follow or a position where you basically follow, So are you able to take that a position where you're following and let someone lead you or inspire someone to lead you because you do not have the same expertise as them? If you don't have those expertise, Why don't you sit back, become a follower, and basically let them lead? Because there's nothing wrong with being a follower. Even in your company, you might have certain things that you do not know, but you want someone else to lead you in order for you to attain certain results, you know? The third quality, the third sign that you will become a successful entrepreneur is that you work even when you're not clear of the end results, or how you're going to attain the end results. You know, I have a friend of mine. In fact, he's sitting here in the same office as me. He wanted to have a company where he basically does videos. He basically has photo shoots and whatnot. But he did not know how he was going to get there. He worked on that idea, started learning Photoshop, started learning how to edit, started learning how to do videos, started learning all these things, and started also getting help from other people to basically assist them in the career that he wanted to achieve, to be successful in. So you as an entrepreneur, if you want to become successful in your own field, start regardless of the fact that you don't know how the whole staircase will go. And if you have that quality in you where you can basically start regardless of the fact that you don't know the end goal, but you can start and get assistance as you go, that's how your life will start unfolding also. Because you don't have to know the whole staircase. You don't have to know how everything is going to plan out. You just have to know where to start right there and continue with the process, Get help along the way, because that's what is going to help you to become a successful entrepreneur. Number 4 quality, if you have this sign also, if you have this sign, this will be a sign that you will basically become a successful entrepreneur. When you have this strong desire to basically have freedom, if you're working now, do you have a strong desire for freedom? When I was working, I used to have this strong desire to own my own time, because I hated the fact that I have to be at work at 7, I have to eat lunch at 12, and I have to go home at 4:30. If you don't like that, that's sort of, you're not free in terms of your time, you're not free in terms of finances, then basically, this is a sign that you can become a successful entrepreneur, because you want to manage your own time, because you think you can do better at managing your own time. If you think you can do better at managing your own finances also, that is a sign that you will become a successful entrepreneur, because most entrepreneurs do not want to be told when to do something, because they want to do things at their own time, at their own pace. Can you manage your own time? Can you manage your own pace? And can you manage your finances also, That is a sign that you become a successful entrepreneur, if you can do that, Quality number 5 that you become a successful entrepreneur is that you are starting while you are working. So the perfect time is not going to come to you. You have to make the time that you have right now to become the perfect time, because there is no perfect time but now. So while you're working at the moment, are you able to work on something else on the side? That thing that you'll build while you're still having something that's comfortable or something that's making money at the moment, So successful entrepreneurs, they'll basically work on something at the same time while they have a 9-to-5 job or an 8-to-5 job, So if you have a job right now, and if you're working right now, permanently employed maybe, or temporarily employed, doesn't matter. But are you able to work on your brand? Are you able to work on something on the side at the same time? On weekends, are you able to go to seminars? Are you able to go to presentations? Are you able to meet up with other people and network with other people that are more successful than you or like-minded people? Are you able to network with other people and work on a brand that you want to work on? When you knock off from work, you get home at 6 o'clock. What are you doing from 6 o'clock until 12 o'clock? Are you able to work on your own idea, So if you are able to work on an idea, regardless of the fact that you have a job, that is a sign that you'll become a successful entrepreneur, because you're not only relying on the job, on the finances that you get from work, but you're able to work on your brand at the same time while you are achieving or while you're getting money from your own company, And the 6th quality that you'll become a successful entrepreneur is this. You want to solve problems. So it's not only about money, because if you're going to start a company because you want money, that's where you're going to fail, you know. You want to solve a certain problem. So what problem do you want to solve? And that solving of the problem will help you become more and more innovative, and you'll basically be able to keep on keeping on when things get hard. So are you trying to solve a problem and a problem for other people, or are you trying to just make money? If you're just trying to make money, then chances are you'll fail as an entrepreneur, because once you get the money, then you'll stop. Or once there is no money, then you will stop. So are you trying to solve a problem? So be a person that solves people's problems and gets paid for it, instead of being a person that basically gets money and leaves. You know, there's so many people that basically get money, and once they get paid for a certain service, they do not deliver. You know, so you have to be someone that is someone that basically gets referrals. And how do you get those referrals? By people being satisfied with your savings and doing a lot more to help people to become successful, you know. So these are the 6 signs that you'll become a successful entrepreneur. I guarantee you, if you do this, you will become successful. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Cheers.